Today I want to show you exactly how I record my yoga videos when I'm using Zoom at the same time doing a live stream video. So I actually do not record in Zoom. If you have a Mac computer, a MacBook Air, a MacBook Pro, an iMac, you can do this same setup and it will make the quality of your videos so much better for the recording. So here I am on Zoom right now. So I could hit, record on this computer or record to the cloud. Great. I want to make sure that I've got my camera set, I've got my microphone set, and then my speaker is the built-in so that I can actually hear anybody if they're saying anything. So I've got that set, but I'm not going to record on Zoom. Instead, I've got everybody ready to go, right? So I see the grid. I like to see the grid so it's I don't get the grid. I don't record the grid. I don't record on Zoom. What I do here is go to QuickTime Player, and it's this icon right here. I'm going to click on it. Nothing's going to happen. However, you'll see QuickTime at the top. Hit the File button, and you want New Movie Recording. Right now I'm doing a screen recording, so we want New Movie Recording. And this is what I'm doing. I'm clicking around every so often before I start my morning class. I'm getting this QuickTime movie player or movie recording ready to go. I make sure that the camera and the microphone are set to the same thing that I have on Zoom. It's my webcam, Logitech Brio. It's the Yeti microphone. And then right when I'm going to start, I go record. And I'm recording using QuickTime while I'm on Zoom. So I'm not concerned if anyone unmutes themselves and says anything on Zoom because it's not going to get captured in my microphone that's on me. So if someone doesn't unmute themselves, or if for some reason the grid switches or I forget a setting in Zoom, I don't have to worry about it. I've got QuickTime going at the same exact time. Now you'll notice that Zoom is mirroring me. I look flipped, and then QuickTime is not. So this is what you're actually going to see as if you were directly in front of me. The viewers are going to see on Zoom the same thing that you're seeing in QuickTime. Zoom is only mirroring for you because it looks awkward to move your right hand and the opposite happens. Anyway, don't worry too much about the mirroring. Just know that you can see your grid. You can put the recording in the background. You can, make Zoom bigger so you're seeing everybody, and just the recording is going on in the background. Super cool. So then when you're done with your recording, or you say bye everybody, you might hit end on the record. Let's hit end there. It's a minute long, and then I'll end my Zoom, and you're just going to hear my voice now. So I am going to end this Zoom just to show you what I do next. So after I'm done with the video, I say goodbye to everybody on live stream, and I've got this video here. I could simply hit the save button and save it as a file, but that actually makes the video huge, especially if this is 30 minutes up to an hour long. The file size is massive. It's about 7 to 8 times bigger than a Zoom recording, and even more if you're recording to the cloud. That even compresses it or makes it even smaller. So this recording is going to be large. So instead, I export as 720p. You could do 480, but I'm going to stick with 720. That's a good, still high quality size, but isn't as big as if you were to hit the save button. So I export at 720p. And remember, this is for Mac computers. So if you're on a Windows, this is not necessarily going to work. So I title my classes by date, and then the type of yoga class, and we're going to say demo, and Zoom, demo Zoom video. But usually if you see here, these other ones, I have morning and the theme is open, or morning and the theme is peaceful. So it's a morning class. If I teach another class, it might be Vinyasa or Budokan, or something else. So I'm just going to title it 10/3/21 Zoom demo, whatever. Let's save it then. And if this is a longer class, like 30 minutes to an hour, it might take a while to export. So you're just going to leave that there, maybe up to 5 minutes. So you're just going to let it export, let it go. Awesome. And this is going to take a few more seconds, and then I'll show you what I do to trim the video. So I want to cut off the end and the beginning so that it doesn't have that awkward like starting and ending. So if I So I've saved it, right? I've exported it. It's done. It's in a folder. Cool. I can now exit out of QuickTime Player. It's going to ask you to save it because we only exported it, but we don't have to save it because we've exported it. So I'm going to just delete. And I go to my folder, my yoga video folder, which I have on my desktop. And I want to trim. I want to trim something. And I'll show you an example with one of my other videos. But we are going to then open this. We're not going to open it. If we open it, it's just going to open in QuickTime again. You can see the quality is pretty good. I've got a good camera. But what if we're going to trim it? If you've got a Mac computer, there's this nice fancy trim button right here. So highlight, click it, then hit trim. We just want to take off some of the beginning. And if you hold down a little longer, it will widen so you can get the exact spot you want. And then at the end too, I want to trim this in over here and hit done. I don't want a new clip. I'm really just saving over the old one. I don't need a new clip. I don't need to duplicate the video. I'm replacing it. So I hit replace. And again, if this is a longer video, it might take a little longer to export. And so you'll just wait, maybe up to a couple minutes. Didn't take long for that one. But let's look at this one. So this is one of my morning videos I do. And so I would trim this at the beginning. And really, I get started right away, so I might not have too much to trim. But at the end, oops. It's at the end, oops, I've already trimmed this one. It's at the end where I do this awkward like knee crawl to the front and hit end on Zoom and say goodbye to everybody. So I make sure to trim this right after I do a little bow out and I'm sitting and then it ends there. And that's what I do to trim. And it shouldn't increase the file size any more than it is. My 30-minute videos each morning are about 1.7 to 1.8 gigabytes, 30 minutes exported at 720p. So this number should not change too much by trimming off the end and the beginning using the QuickTime trimmer button. So that's what we're going to do. So now I've got this Zoom demo done, trimmed. Cool. I want to make sure that I save this elsewhere too. So you can see these little cloud icons. Oops. These little cloud download icons. I do pay for additional cloud storage because my computer is not really, doesn't have tons of storage space. So 1.7 gigabytes and a bunch of those videos are going to take up a ton of space. I only have about 50 gigabytes of space on my desktop. So I make sure to drag these into an external hard drive, or I have a hard drive that I use. I can plug it in. In fact, I'll do that right now. No, I'm not, because yes, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to just plug in my hard drive. And this is a 5 terabyte hard drive that I have. And it's going to pop up, hopefully on my desktop. If not, just open a folder. Oh, there it is. It's this Elements. So I'm going to open up my hard drive and I have yoga videos. And these are all the yoga videos that I've saved. But all of these, if I look at the file or how big, how much is used up, let's go like this. Get info for this folder. It is 173 gigabytes, just this folder of video recordings. So once I have uploaded this to YouTube or to a membership site, I'd simply delete them off my computer and after they're in my hard drive. So I want to make sure they're in my hard drive. I might, like for example, this one that I just did, I'm going to drag it over and make sure that it goes into my folder, my hard drive, and that way I can delete these. Now I don't yet have these uploaded to my to YouTube and or my membership site, so I'm going to keep them on my desktop until they are uploaded. And if for some reason one of them, one of your videos has this download button and you didn't yet drag it over to a hard drive or upload it to your membership, then you hit this little download button, and what happens here, like up here, I accidentally clicked on this, it will re-download onto your desktop. So I do pay now $10 a month for several terabytes, or it's a lot more space for iCloud. The $2.99 or the 99 cents was not enough for me with my videos. So I pay $10 a month to make sure that I have enough space and things are on the cloud, so that when I do a QuickTime movie, What will happen if you don't have enough space? It's just gonna oh, hi there. Hey. So I just unplugged I put my hard drive in instead of my camera. So what happens when you don't have enough space is that it's just gonna quit on you. Like your recording's gonna stop, and that's not fun. So how do we delete space? Let's go through that. How do we delete space on our computer? So go to your About This Mac and go to Storage. I'm going to actually delete that. Go to your storage. And I have on my hard drive, I have 4.75 terabytes available. Here I only have 19.6 gigabytes. So there are 1,024 gigabytes in 1 terabyte. So my space on my hard drive or on my computer, my desktop, it's not a lot. The system takes up about half. So my computer has 250 gigabytes of storage of space that I can save things. And if I get a new computer, I'm hoping I can get one that's more like a terabyte. I know that my iMac computer, my bigger computer, is a terabyte of storage space. So this is important if you're going to be doing a lot of videos, especially using the QuickTime recorder. So I only have 19.6. So let's manage that. Manage the space. And oftentimes what can be a lot of gigabytes we can get rid of is some documents. I've got 92 gigabytes of documents. And 1.6, a lot of these are my morning classes. So that's why I want to drag them over to my hard drive and then delete them when I'm done with them. And this one also, if you edit in iMovie at all, iMovie is going to store, duplicate basically a lot of your video files or save those video files. So I have to go then to iMovie, seeing this 65 gigabytes in iMovie. So I'm going to delete some of what I've created in iMovie, delete some of the videos and the files that I have stored in there that I don't need anymore. So this is a way to check on where your big files are coming from and what they are. And a lot of these, none of these that are listed here are ones that are on the cloud. So my morning yoga videos, I was showing you this. My morning yoga videos, these ones with the download icon are not showing up here in my documents that are taking up space. These are currently on the cloud until I hit download, right? Okay, so I actually think I can delete those now. After a few days, they end up just like, the computer will automatically, for some reason on my computer, automatically download them into the cloud rather than onto my computer. So you can go through these and delete them, or when you want to delete them, let's say, well, what's this video? I'm going to show that in the Finder, so a window, click. I actually don't need this video anymore, so I am going to delete it. Delete, Control, I can move to trash. And once I move to the trash, I also want to delete my trash every so often. So I'll go to the trash and empty it. If you don't empty your trash, the files are still going to be on your computer. But I didn't currently delete this. I actually don't know if I should. So there we go. That's how you check on how much space you have and what is taking up a large amount of space. I might delete some iTunes. iTunes also are podcasts that you listen to. Sometimes will show up here. That's for my phone. When I have limited space on my phone, oftentimes it's podcasts, because when you listen to a podcast, it gets downloaded. I might delete some photos. I might delete any applications I'm no longer using. If there are any, a lot of them are small-ish, so they don't take up too much space, but a lot of them all at once definitely take up, 10 gigabytes. But it's mostly these videos, these documents. So you want to go through and delete things every so often. And that's the little demo for you. I hope that was helpful. And I wish you the best of luck with your recording using QuickTime and saving your files. There's a few other workarounds for down saving your files or making them smaller. And I'll mention that as a last thing. It's a program called Handbrake. Handbrake is a video or file compressor. So I'm not going to go into the details of this, but it's a free software you can download online at handbrake.fr. And I would add a video to this, and then let's go here, add a video, and just set the settings to a little bit lower. There are some videos on YouTube that can help with this. So I might, I have a few presets that I could get into, but again, I'm not going to go through a handbrake tutorial, but it is something that compresses your video files without sacrificing the quality. So the quality doesn't diminish a whole lot. It simply takes out some extra frames, especially in spaces where you're not moving, or if you're not moving a lot with your videos, it'll notice that and it will vary the frame rate. Oops. And so, yeah, that's it. And I will share this video with whoever needs to see it, and good luck. So Handbrake can be found at handbrake.fr. Handbrake.fr. Okay. And that's it. Now that's it. I promise. That's it for this video. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.